Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Brad.
And Christa.
Happy Father's Day.
No, I'm supposed to say that. Happy Father's Day.
I can still wish other fathers Father's Day.
Well, okay.
I'm a happy father.
I'll let you this time.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you have no control over what I say.
That is true.
Hey, everybody. Happy Father's Day. If you are a father, rejoice. Rejoice.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I didn't realize that it's becoming passé to say Father's Day.
Yes.
Really quickly, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to Google something, and I just was like, Juneteenth. I know what it is, and I'm not opposed to celebrating minorities in any way. Not at all. Don't misunderstand. But Father's Day's been around for over 100 years.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah.
And they didn't, no mention at all.
No, fathers don't matter anymore.
Nah. Anyway,
They've
so
been
I'm going to
canceled.
say canceled. I'm going to say happy Father's Day to all of you guys, because I'm betting that some of you have either had a father or no one. And so I think that's probably a good place to start.
It is a good place to start, yes.
Yeah. Many of us have had fathers. Most, I would say.
Well, some have fathers still in their lives and some don't.
So for all of you who have had a father or know a father, happy Father's Day to you guys all.
Yes.
I hope you're ready to have some fun, because we have some good news stories. Mm-hmm. Good news, interesting things, technological advances, and all manner of neat. But
All manner of neat.
neato.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
right. That's right. So, but while we wait to get everybody in, because there's always the stragglers, there's always the ones talking out in the lobby, they're finishing up their coffee, they don't want to come in right away, and we got to wait for them to come in.
Well, yeah, we have to give the announcements. We've already played the pre-show music, the pre-service music.
The pre-service music. Yeah, and by the way, I forget who said it, but someone was saying they hate how long it takes for the intro. Well, here's a little secret for you. Show up at 7.
Yeah, just don't
Then
log
you don't
on
have to
till
wait.
7.
Then you don't have to wait. That's there for the rerun.
Right. It's there. It's there for folks who get notifications.
Yeah.
To get on live. That's all.
Well, and because this is also the truth. YouTube takes forever to send out notifications to everybody, and sometimes they don't.
Right.
So there you have it.
Well, and it's fun to talk to people that are
Another
on
good reason.
live. It's hard to go live when there's nobody there and nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
So except each other.
Well, that's part of the whole idea, guys. I don't know if you're aware. We're trying to build community.
Yeah.
As well as sharing stories and good news and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we can be a bright source of entertainment for you tonight.
All right, Jen. 7:00 Central. How's that?
Central.
If she showed up at 7, she'd be an hour early. Because it's 8:00 where you're at.
She's in Georgia. Yeah.
That's so
All
funny.
right. So random stuff while we're waiting. Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. I'm going to say that a lot. Probably.
See, and Freedom Rain just got the notification.
See what I'm saying?
And it's 14 minutes in.
There you go.
We'd be talking to nobody.
Cheese.
Holy smokes.
Tell them about the cheese.
There is loads of cheese downstairs right now. I'm not kidding, guys. I have probably made I would say at least over 20 pounds of cheese this week. Just this week. And there's still a refrigerator full of milk. So those of you, I know there's a couple of you that live nearby. Come over, please.
Come get some cheese.
Please get some cheese and some milk.
Get some milk.
That's a double dog dare.
That's right.
Jess.
That's right. So, Jurassic Gardener.
Cool.
Are you, I saw them last time we were on live. I'm just curious because if you're, a little bit older than us, maybe a little chronologically more advanced, you could say you might be geriatric gardener. No?
Well, okay.
No?
Okay, so...
Not funny?
No, not funny.
Not funny?
So when
I hope I didn't offend. Just
No.
trying to...
When I was pregnant with Caleb, let's see. He's 13, so I was, what, 20?
Yeah.
No.
24, 28,
No.
18.
No, I think I was...
It was on
I'm
Juneteenth.
35, 36. The doctor that I went to go see, she said flat out that I'm older than the dinosaurs.
That's nice.
To have kids. I'm like,
That's
what
nice.
in the world?
We know people that have very large families, very large families, and the only thing I can ever think of when you're past like 8 kids.
Please don't say that.
It's 3 words.
Oh, jeez.
3 simple words. That poor uterus. I fully endorse them having large families. I totally do. We've got 7.
Yeah.
So, cheese.
Cheese.
Lots of cheese.
Yeah.
What about that horse? Oh. Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Done.
dun.
Hope's horse.
She
Hold
found
on. We got to set the stage. You jump to the gun.
No, you already said it.
There are people that don't know what is going on.
Clearly, I don't either.
We have a daughter. Let's start that.
Well, most people
Her name
know
is
this.
Hope. She's a teenager. She saved up her money for 2 years because she is horse crazy. Now you go.
So she's... No, just keep going.
No. They don't know. Some of them don't know. You just can't jump into, she found a horse.
So she's been saving for 2 years. Whack. She's been saving for 2 years, and she's been working, and...
I was just enjoying your conversation. Go ahead. The last part was fun. She's been saving for 2 years.
So, she's been searching and searching for 2 years, even though she hadn't had all the money until just within the last, month or so?
She's been saving a lot.
She's been saving a lot. And so she's been searching, and she found one. And
it's
awesome. Awesome.
Now,
we don't have it yet.
Well, and it worked out so perfect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So perfect, because since she's a new rider, we were concerned that you don't want to get a horse that you're going to bring into your life, and they already have established problems. Number one, she's not an experienced rider other than she helps out at a local stable, and she does work. She's taking lessons. She's teaching and helping the rider coach.
Yeah,
she's learning, but she's new.
She's
new.
She has experience, just not experience in owning a horse.
She's never broke a horse. She's never done any of that.
No, she's not done any of that. And I should say, actually, I think I deserve a finder's fee because I think I found this little
I don't
guy.
have to pay that.
No, not you. Her. So I found this little guy. He's a year old.
Yeah.
Actually, almost a year old. He'll be a year old next month. And he is a paint quarter horse cross, but has no spots on him at all. What are you doing?
I'm going to show the video.
You said you weren't going to show any of that yet.
Okay, then I guess we will wait.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
So, anyway, this little guy is wicked smart.
Yes.
This gal saved him, the gal that we're buying him from, saved him from a bad situation and has only had him for about 3.5 months and has done amazing work with this guy. She just says he is so smart, and he is.
Yeah.
Exactly. Gene Lee, good genes. He's just really, really smart. And so this past week, we went on Tuesday to go and see the horse, and we all fell in love with him. I mean, he's just so
easy
smart.
to be around, wasn't pushy, not at all. She could manipulate him, and it was amazing, actually. led him straight into the trailer just to show, that he can do these things.
Right.
And then what was impressive to me was this young lady, she does train horses. She has horses, had them her whole life. But she said, look, if it doesn't work out, I will buy them back for the same amount of money, and we can put that in a contract.
Right.
I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're trying to offload a horse and you don't want it, that is the last thing you would ever say.
Right. You would never say, I'll buy him back.
Right.
She actually didn't really want to sell him, but that was the goal, buying him, training him, and then selling him.
Yeah.
And so this little guy, his withers, his hips, shoulders are up to here on me. I mean, he's gonna be
a nice size.
15 hands easy. Right now he's about 14. But he's going to be a good size guy. He seems like he's all leg right now. But he was gelded on Thursday, which is
and that's even
better.
better part of this. She's taking care of him while he's healing up.
Right. And then she's going to deliver him on Saturday.
This Saturday.
This coming Saturday.
And his name, okay, you guys got to guess the name.
They're not going to guess the name. There's
It's good. It's a solid
names.
horse
It's a
name.
Solid name.
Horse name. And let's just say that if we go around telling our friends what we allow our daughter to have, I don't know, how could you say this?
I don't know. Just think of a good Chris Stapleton song.
Yeah, good Chris Stapleton song.
He does live in Tennessee.
Well, his themes are revolve around
one particular
a lot
thing.
of them.
Yeah.
So
yes, Jess. Yeah.
Trigger. That's a good name. Awesome. That's not a name.
No.
Buddy.
No. Hope's
Mr.
patience
Ed.
has paid off.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it really has.
Winnie whiskey.
It is whiskey. It is
Yeah.
whiskey, and he's just so sweet. He even let me pick up his feet.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's great.
Whiskey.
I don't remember if she rides English or Western, Suzanne. I don't remember.
But I am so
remember.
happy
Anyway.
for her because it's just the perfect situation.
It really is. We really wanted to have her to have a horse that she could grow up with, learn and teach, and didn't, like he said, didn't come with bad behavior and
stuff we wouldn't know how to fix.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, and here's a little secret. I think she's just as excited as Hope. So
I am. She was looking at saddles today. I said, "Oh no. We're not. No, you're not looking at saddles. He's not going to be saddled for quite a while." So.
Oh, I forgot, Delaney B. I told everybody the name of the horse in one of the Bible devotions we do.
Funny. That's really funny. Oh,
so
well.
yeah, we share whiskey with our children. That's not true.
No, that's not at all. We don't even
the
have
horse's
any
name
in the
is
house.
whiskey. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So anyway,
Good stuff.
This little guy is just an absolute doll, and he was just anyway. I'm really excited. I'm not sure how Puzzle will react. I think Puzzle will be very excited to have another equine animal around.
Well, I can tell you why. Because the little cow, the newborn cow, our cow, Mr. Norris, that is Chuck Norris.
Mr. Norris, yes.
Chuck Norris. He's out in the field with them now, and and the donkey doesn't care.
Nope.
Donkey doesn't care. We watched very carefully for the first little bit.
Yeah.
And we thought, is he going to go after him? But no.
No, he didn't.
He didn't care at all.
He was actually quite interested, and Hope brought him into the stall where the calf was, and they were sniffing each
not
other.
a problem.
It was not a problem at all. Yeah.
So seeing that Whiskey is bigger than Puzzle, I don't think it'll be a problem.
No, Whiskey is much bigger than Puzzle,
Yeah.
so it will be interesting. And so Hope this week also is she started building a round pen.
Yeah.
So
that was funny because she's like, Dad, do we have any more T-posts? I said, yeah, why? Where do we have in the yard that's 60 feet and is flat?
Go find it.
Why?
So funny.
Yeah. Okay. We have, I guess you guys, a lot of you know that we have been changing some of our eating habits. Christa and I both. And right now, you ready for the drum roll? You guys got a drum roll. So, like just T's or X's or something. I don't know. Whatever.
There is actually probably a drum in the emoji thing.
Drum roll?
I don't know.
So, I'll start with, do you want to start with me or you?
For what?
To give the reveal on how much we've lost.
Oh, go ahead. I don't.
Okay. I've lost 12 pounds. Yeah, lost 12 pounds in how long? 2 weeks?
Almost 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And there you go. Charlotte found them.
Yeah, see? I thought there was some.
And I'm getting sick of water. Getting sick of water.
I got it. Oops.
Oops, show.
I got it. I've lost 8 pounds. So.
You said more.
No. Only 8.
You
Seriously.
look good.
Thank you, honey. So do you.
I appreciate it. Okay, so.
He keeps losing his pants.
I did. I told you guys about that.
It's really funny.
I did lose my pants.
Yeah.
And that's a nice feeling when you go, my pants are loose. I better do another belt loop.
Right.
So other stuff that's going on, go ahead.
And honestly, the weight loss, yeah, that's a bonus. But I'm feeling better. I really am feeling better. I know your back is still hurting, but
yeah.
I think your countenance has changed a bit.
A little bit.
So,
Gene, you say it's harder for women. I would push back on that. It's harder for some women, true.
Yeah.
She can lose weight like that when she wants to, when you want to. All she's got to do is cut out the candy, which you have done.
Yeah.
And then it just drops.
Yeah.
It just drops.
Yeah. Yeah, you need some suspenders. Go to the Amish
store. I'll get the hat. I'll get my fake Amish starter kit. Okay. All right. Other stuff that's going on. We have, you found them 4-day homestead. Oh no, drink more water. Drink more water fast.
No.
Somebody get them a gallon of water fast. Jonathan and Elijah and Jessica will be coming up from Tennessee.
Yes.
This week.
Yes.
It's
so
gonna be good.
excited to get to see them. We get to see them at Christmas time. Or was it Christmas time? Or was it before Christmas? I think it was before Christmas. They weren't here.
A little bit before Christmas,
Yeah,
I
they
think.
weren't here. Or were they? I don't remember. They were here. It was cold. Now it's warm. So.
It's good to see them.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be fun. So they'll be here this week. Wednesday, I think they'll be here. And then Saturday, the horse comes. Yay.
Nice.
Sugar is awful. Yeah.
Sugar?
It's so bad for you.
8 pounds is nearly half a butt cheek.
I know. Isn't that hysterical?
Oh, man.
So for Father's Day, what did we make for Father's Day, Dad?
Oh, this was great.
Hope made her chocolate cake that has
no sugar,
no flour.
Yep.
It's dates, cocoa, and then chocolate that's unsweetened chocolate, the baker's chocolate.
Right.
And then stevia, and did I say dates?
Yes.
And eggs.
And I was the first one to turn my nose up at it. Mm-hmm. Not today.
No.
But they've made this in the past. Mm-hmm. And I was the first one to go, yeah, okay, I'm sure this will be great. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Delicious.
And it was really, honestly, very good. It was moist. It tasted chocolatey enough where you weren't going, what is this? Because, health food stuff usually has that element of, I don't want this in my mouth.
No.
This was really good.
Right. So with that, we decided to put a frosting on it that was
cream cheese,
butter, and monk fruit.
And it was delicious.
Vanilla. It was delicious. Absolutely delicious.
It was so good. And I was so happy with it. It was really funny, though, because I didn't know that they sell these at the store. Ask Hermit. Thank you. Because we didn't want, we have steak in our freezer, but we didn't want to use the good ones. We've been holding on to the good ones. Yeah. So she went and got some cheap steaks. But I didn't realize that they made such a thing. This is hilarious. she came home with this one thing for me that said it was an adult. What is it called?
Lunchable.
An adult Lunchable, and it was a steak, a potato, and 2 beers.
I couldn't pass it up.
I just put the beers downstairs.
Yeah.
But that was so funny.
Yeah, it just was. It was perfect because, sometimes we used to get Lunchables for the kids. And,
Yeah.
It's like, why not?
Yeah.
It's an adult Lunchable.
Hey, ask Kermit. We did share the pig story. We shared it last week, man.
The pig story.
The big pigs. We went into great length.
Oh,
we appreciate the cash, bro, but you got to go back and watch.
You got to watch last week's story. We did talk about it.
Yeah.
You didn't stay on, man. Come on.
All right. So, I think it's time. It's time for what?
Jeton, yes, we actually will do a video on the cake.
The cake. Well, yeah. Yes. It's good enough. It's really good enough.
It's really, really good. Yeah.
And it's good enough even if you weren't on a diet.
Yeah.
It's that good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
Okay, it's time. Ladies and gentlemen, what did you learn this week? Mrs. T, what did you learn? Delaney B, type it in. 4-day homestead, custom designer. What did you learn this week? Leslie, Caroline, and Ask Kermit, type it in. All of you guys. While you type, Christa will tell you what she learned this week on the homestead.
I have learned that there are not enough, I do not know enough ways to deal with all of this milk. I literally have made cheese or yogurt every day this past week. No lie. I don't know what more I can do.
It's cheesy.
We don't have pigs anymore. And the evening milk goes to the chickens, so we get about 4 gallons every morning. 4 to 4.5 gallons of milk every morning. I'm drawing straws, guys. I don't know what else to do.
Milk.
I'm getting cheesed out.
Chock full of cheese.
Yeah.
So I learned that chickens can fit through smaller holes than you think they can. I will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
When they got let out, instantly I knew that it was a bad idea. Because I was looking at those holes, and you're going, no, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Off camera, she was. We had a mini moment, and I said, they're going to get through.
It's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And she did one of those, stop talking, I know what I'm doing. and I thought, I don't care, I'm not chasing them. I did chase them. So,
yeah.
There you have it. The chickens. Oh, Laura, and you know what? The funny thing is, some of the things that happen that don't get put up into the videos are funnier than what's in the videos. Because what ends up happening is we'll be running and chasing chickens, and I'll forget to be filming. I'll be like,
I'll say to him, like last night, I'm like, why are you not filming this?
it's true. And I'm like, oh yeah, people would like to see this. So yeah, chickens. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, Rita, I could freeze dry it if I had a freeze dryer. You're right, but I don't.
The milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yep. No, it's not something that's in the cards for us right now.
June is Dairy Month. No kidding.
That's funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. We have waited long enough. I am sick of the bad news. We are ready for some good news. And these stories this week, I will be honest with you. Usually I try really hard to get a few that are very much like Steve or Paul Harvey did, or Steve Harvey. Yeah, well,
he's really funny.
He's pretty funny, different kind of guy. But Paul Harvey stories, or even stories that Paul Harvey actually did. But frankly, we ran out of money because it cost us like $25 to $30 to get stories transcribed because I can't type.
No.
And it takes me so long. And if you listen to a 15-minute story, I'd be there for 3 hours typing.
One story.
And that'd be one story. So anyway, actually, we could use the money that Ask Hermit sent. We could
totally.
We'll apply that to next week.
Yep.
So good news. You guys ready? On your mark, get set.
You're odd this week.
I go first?
Yeah, wait, you're odd every week.
I am odd every week. Okay, this is pretty cool. This lady right here. A 40-year-old mom has entered the history books by becoming the first female Olympian ever to complete a full triathlon in under 8 hours, smashing the world record by over 40 minutes.
What?
She's a mom.
Well, yeah, but she's
And she's
40.
a decade younger than us.
Yeah, exactly. Aw, Hermit, thank you.
Two-time Olympic Nicola Sprigg crossed the finish line in Germany in an astonishing 7 hours, 34 minutes, and 19 seconds. She accomplished the feat despite earlier this year breaking 3 ribs, fracturing her collarbone, and puncturing a lung. And that was just during a Black Friday sale. No, that's not true. It says right here, in a cycling incident that almost ended her career. She recovered and went on to fulfill this lifelong triathlon ambition on the cusp of the ending of her 20-year international competition and retiring from the sport this year. Her iconic legacy as a trailblazer in women's sports and... I'm sorry, I glitched out there. I'll explain in a second. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got to back up. Sorry, it glitched. Her iconic legacy as a trailblazer in women's sport and her film entitled Nicola's Spirit was released last week. Nicola has defied the impossible and is perfect. It is the perfect embodiment of how the power and determination can overcome every obstacle toward fulfilling your dreams and the ultimate ambition, says Feliciano Repagna, executive producer. And yes, you got to go into Buzz Lightyear mode in order to say those kind of flavorful names. And head of sports marketing at On. Realizing your career-long dream as a 40-year-old mother of 3 shows there is no barrier that cannot be broken.
My goodness gracious.
Well done. She's high-fiving me right there.
Yeah, right? That's awesome.
You rock,
can't even
sister.
believe it.
So, a triathlon. Who is the guy? Maybe you guys can help us out. There was a guy, and I'll tell you what, if you find this video, I swear... And I don't usually swear, but okay, this is not a swear. Scout's honor, pinky promise. If you find this video, I cannot get through watching this video without crying.
I don't know what video you're talking about.
Remember that triathlete guy? I think he was an Australian, and his son was completely paralyzed, but he took his son with him.
Yes, I do remember that.
He rode a double bike. He would drag him in a boat for the swimming portions.
Yeah.
And they had it hooked up so he could run with him. And there is a song. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get emotion.
Oh goodness.
What was it? Was it Nicole C. Mullins? Was it There's a Redeemer? That video.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. It's so powerful. Look it up and somebody's gonna find it. It's I know my Redeemer lives. That's it. I know my Redeemer lives. And it's just blow your mind powerful.
Wow.
You will not. Yeah, the Hoyts. The Hoyts. Jess has got it right. That's the name of them.
Awesome.
If you want inspiration, that's inspiration. But you're going to need a box of tissues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we remember to do Jeton's story this week?
Send
it to me.
I'm sorry.
Send it to me.
Send it again. It's my fault. It's my fault. I totally did.
He was kind of rushed today, so he was watching soccer.
Debbie, I know my Redeemer lives. It's the video's a little pixelated, but if you watch that, bring a bucket of tissues.
Awesome.
Because it's powerful. So sorry.
All right.
Go ahead.
No worries. All right. In an Italian startup this month announced the successful launch of a CO2 battery that uses carbon dioxide to store renewable energy at a utility scale on the grid a technology that is now to be deployed worldwide. Energy Dome began its operations in February 2020 and it has progressed from a concept to full testing of a multi-megawatt plant in just over 2 years. At its first facility in Sardinia, Italy, operators completed troubleshooting for the CO2 battery technology and are entering the commercial scaling phase. Becoming the first commercial long-duration energy storage technology on the market, offering a reliable alternative to fossil fuels for dispatchable baseload power globally. The initial phase of operations has confirmed the performance of the CO2 battery and its capability of storing energy for a long duration, all while maintaining highly competitive round-trip efficiency without degradation or site dependency. Energy Dome's CO2 batteries can be quickly deployed anywhere in the world at less than half the cost of similar-sized lithium-ion battery storage facilities, and use readily available materials such as carbon dioxide, steel, and water. They are now preparing for their first full-scale 20 megawatt to 200 megawatt per hour plant, expecting to be deployed by the end of 2023. Spadassini has tapped a team of experts in turbo machinery, process engineering, and energy with a proven track record of designing novel turbines. The unique nature of the Energy Dome process, which was named a winner in the Bloomberg.
Bloombergs live around
They
here.
live around here.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Bloomberg New Energy Finance Pioneers 2022 Technology Competition integrates known components in a novel industrial process based on a thermodynamic transformation of CO2. The company has already secured multiple commercial agreements, including with an Italian utility A2A for the construction of a 20 megawatt 5H, I don't know what the H stands for, facility. Earlier this year, Energy Dome also signed a non-exclusive license agreement with Ansaldo Energia, a major provider of energy generation plants and components to build long-duration energy storage products in Italy, Germany, Middle East, and Africa.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
You know, think about this, guys. When the battery technology catches up, like when we can actually have batteries that really, really, really work and don't poison the planet. It's funny because I'm not against electric cars at all, but people don't realize that's a lot of lithium in those batteries that when they go bad, they are horrible for the environment.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible.
Right.
But when battery technology catches up and we can actually store a lot, everything's going to change. I mean, everything will change.
Right.
So this is exciting.
And to replace those batteries in these electric cars are like $16,000.
Oh, yeah. We have a friend who has one, and their battery went bad and 16 grand. And not a Tesla either.
No. It's
I have
crazy.
no idea. So
Just crazy.
the future is so bright, I got to wear shades. All right. Okay. This is crazy right here. Boom. A young woman accidentally drove into the Atlantic Ocean, and a teen followed her in and saved her.
My.
18-year-old Mia Samolinsky stepped accidentally on the accelerator instead of the brake when she was pulling her Subaru in out of a parking spot along the docks of Long Island's Patachogue Bay. Anthony Zongor, who turned out to be a 17-year-old classmate of Samolinsky, though neither one of them were immediately aware at the time, got out of his car and immediately dove in after her as a crowd coalesced behind him. She went pretty deep in there. Zohanger recounted. She was banging on the door and banging on the window, trying to break the window. Well, of course. And that kind of got me nervous and scared for her. So I just took my clothes off and went into the water. It's vital for any motorist to know that neither the door nor the seatbelt in a car will open if their latching mechanisms are submerged in water.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
And that's why we have a flashlight with one of those
crusher things.
The glass break and the seatbelt ripper.
Fortunately for Mia, the latter wasn't an issue. Unfortunately, the former was. The door wouldn't open from the outside either, but Zongor noticed that the weight of his body tilted the nose of the car down, bringing the back of the car above the water, allowing Samolinsky to escape through the back.
Wow.
Together, they swam to the shore. She came up to me and just said, "Oh my God, oh, thank you." I was crying. And he said, it doesn't matter who it was, if they were suffering. I couldn't watch anybody suffer in front of me. Zongor, set to graduate this year, will be heading off to South Carolina Marine Corps boot camp.
Woo!
Semper Fi. With the good graces of the Samolinskys, who spoke to ABC 7 Eyeball News about their graduate and gratitude for Zongor's bravery. He jumped out of his car and jumped in. Because of that, my daughter is alive and not harmed in any way. We are so very grateful. Wow. It's a miracle.
Wow.
Mr. Zongor,
that's amazing.
You, sir, deserve a Culver's burger, and I'm the guy to buy it for you. Come on up. Extra cheese fries, whatever you need, bro.
This kid's going to be an amazing Marine because he's not, at 17 years old, he's not afraid.
He's already got good character.
He's already got great character.
Yeah.
We just need more of him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pay attention, though, folks, because I honestly did not know that.
I didn't know that if a car is submerged in water, the door and the seatbelt will not operate. Had no, I mean, of course, the door's not going to open because of the pressure of the water, but what about, and the windows are all automatic, you know, they're mechanical. They're
I wonder what the logic is behind that, because I guess if you break the glass and you're submerged, it's going to flow in.
Right.
And might just
but
press
why
you
would
in
the
there.
seatbelt not operate?
See, that I don't know.
That bothers me.
That I do not know. Maybe somebody's got the answer. Does anybody know the answer?
Possible.
Somebody Google it real quick. Google it. All right. So that is a very cool story.
You're right, Eric. He said, it's funny how if you don't live on Long Island, you can't say the names of the cities. You're right. You're right.
It's not intended to be offensive.
No, it's, and every, okay, in New York, my mom is from New York, okay? I know how some things are pronounced. I mean, it's the regional language. I mean, there's a regional language here in Wisconsin that I still don't get. But, you know, I totally get it.
Yeah. They should make some sort of safety release device, I would think. But that's a good reason. Like, we have the flashlight that has the seatbelt cutter. It'll cut through the material super easy. Mm-hmm. And it's got this super hard piece of metal pointy thing on so you can break the window.
Right.
So, there you go.
We don't know if it will cut the seatbelt. We've never tested that.
We'll test it on somebody else's car. No.
No, I'll never test it on our current ones, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oofda is exactly, Miss T. Oofda is a regional thing here.
Oofda.
Oofda. Yeah. Okay. This is a really cool story.
Yeah.
A British girl who released a book has officially become the Guinness World Record holder for the world's youngest published author at just 5 years old.
Boom.
She is so cute. Bella Dark received the official confirmation from Guinness after selling over 2,000 copies. The young girl from Dorset stunned her family last year when she told them she was going to write a book. Her mother and father, a chef and plasterer, thought it was just one of those things that children say.
Yeah.
But they are extremely proud of Bella after she turned her dream into a reality with her book titled The Lost Cat. An email from Guinness World Records said, "We are thrilled to inform you that your application for the youngest person to publish a book, female youngest person, has been successful, and Bella is now the Guinness World Record title holder. You are now eligible for one complimentary Guinness World Records certificate. Congratulations, you are officially amazing."
That's awesome.
Mom, Chelsea Syme, said that we're just so proud of Bella and honestly can't believe how amazing this is. She has always thrived off positivity from people and just loves reading and drawing. It all started when she went to her mother one day and said she was going to write a book. I thought it would just be some scribble and you would say, "Wow," like you do as a parent. They went to a book fair and someone said they wanted to publish it. It is about a cat that goes and gets lost and realizes she shouldn't go out without her mom. So Chelsea loved the safety message. She illustrated it with her own drawings, except one contributed by her older sister, Lacey May. She earned her new world record besting Abhijita Gupta, who was hailed as the world's youngest published author last year at age 7.
It's cool. Kel Storm says Dorset is my home county. And
oh, very cool.
How neat is that?
Very cool.
Well, you better buy the book then.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So, all right. Normally, we would tell you guys a way to support the channel right now, but honestly, we didn't really prepare.
No, we didn't.
So, if you want a cookbook, we got them.
Yeah. We got them.
It helps out. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. There it is.
They're easily printable.
There you go. Gratuitous commercial over.
Yeah.
All right. This is kind of neat. Everybody knows that all these plastics that are everywhere getting thrown away, filling up landfills, filling up spots in the ocean, bottles, plastic everywhere. It's becoming a big problem. Mm-hmm. That's what this story is about. An Italian firm has invented what seems to be the perfect tool for stopping plastic waste from reaching the ocean via a river. They had to check a lot of boxes. This device had to allow for boats to pass through it without effort while being able to run 24/7 with no impact on the riverine environment. The result is river cleaning and 100% scalable, low-cost, low-impact solution from the firm called Mold.
Mold.
They might have picked a different name, but whatever.
I wonder if it's an anagram for something.
Nobody told them what it means in English.
Apparently.
They're going to find out later.
Yeah.
They're going to find mold. What? How come you didn't tell me, marketing guy? You're fired. Anchored to the bed of the bottom of the river, river cleaning is a series of buoys that spin on axles powered by the natural flow of the river. Floating in a diagonal line, their gentle spinning funnels incoming trash toward a collection point at the shore. Passing boats need only to go straight through them at a low speed, after which their anchor lines will pull them back into place. They can be fitted to collect different kinds of waste, such as tiny particles, larger items like plastic bottles, even oil.
Neat.
And the efficacy studies have shown that river cleaning can collect 85% of all waste passing by them. That's awesome.
Wow.
An entirely self-powered solution with no environmental impact, river cleaning became the first product of its kind to achieve the Friend of the Sea sustainability certification after demonstrating that the system preserves the aquatic environment while respecting the well-being of all native species. That's neat.
So cool.
That is really neat. Now, that reminds me, though, when we lived in Florida, one of the things that was so irritating, I love the fact that they made it so the boats can go right through.
Yeah, definitely.
They can go right through. You just go slow down, and they just push them out of the way, and then they come back together. Okay, but how many of you have been stuck at a bridge for more than a half hour waiting for a boat to pass by? We have lots and lots and lots of times.
Yeah.
And it'll be like one sailboat with like one 65-year-old dude on it.
Yep.
That's it. And you'll be there a half hour. And I always got so irritated because why can't you just make retractable sails?
They might not be
They
strong
should be able to
enough
go
then.
under.
They should.
They're holding up hundreds of people for one dude.
Just make the bridge taller.
I don't know.
Duh.
It's always a pet peeve of mine. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, we grew up in Florida, so we were, always going out to the beach, and, you got to go.
A lot of bridges.
Yeah, there's Anna Maria Island where we lived near there. We
Bradenton.
never lived on
Yeah.
Anna Maria because
It's expensive.
holy smokes. It's double what it was when we were there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, so we're always going over the bridges to go to Anna Maria and to go to the beach. But it's,
That's awesome.
yeah. Not that we're fans of the beach, hence why we live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's funny.
So.
Your mark is set?
Oh yeah, my turn. Sorry.
You ready?
I am ready. This
Rock star.
This guy's a rock star. An off-duty firefighter rescued a toddler from a burning building after using a spare breathing apparatus he had in his car. Just happened to have it in his car. 33-year-old Stephen Douglas was driving home from his work on Sunday last week when he spotted people evacuating a house fire in Brooklyn, New York. Jumping into action, Stephen remembered that he had a breathing apparatus he had used to present to students earlier that week. Wearing shorts, a t-shirt, and a pair of Crocs, they bravely made his way into the burning property when he heard a whimper coming from inside. After a short search, he found a 3-year-old girl trapped in the bathroom by flames and thick smoke. Hero Stephen was able to carry the little girl to safety before going back inside to save her 31-year-old mom. Thankfully, I had the breathing apparatus in my truck, as there's no way I would have performed the duties I did without that. He wouldn't have been able to.
Right, he would have choked and fell just like
Right.
anybody else.
So he's a firefighter of Engine Company 276. I was able to knock down pockets of fire using the garden hose, and that's when I heard the little girl whimpering inside. I felt the little girl, grabbed her, picked her up, and walked straight back out the same way I came in. There are definitely some times I sit back and think, why me? Why was I picked for this? Douglas said. I really knew nothing about the job until I got here, but now I love it. It was the best decision of my life.
Culver's for you, my friend.
Hats off to all firefighters, honestly. We were talking about this beforehand. And he says, there's definitely sometimes I sit back and think, why me? Why was I picked for this? And we jokingly say, because you're just, this is a joke.
We got to set it up, though.
Okay.
Our son, Jonathan, was he was a volunteer firefighter, too, locally here.
Yeah.
And this is the joke we would say about him, and it's just a joke because we respect firefighters and we love them and we're very appreciative.
Yes. That you're just dumb enough to go into a burning building.
No, you got no.
I messed up the joke.
Okay, here's how it goes.
See, this is why you tell the jokes.
Well, you were going to say it.
I know, I messed it up.
You're just smart enough to know how all that stuff works and just dumb enough to run into a burning building.
See, that's how it's supposed to go.
But that was, we love our
firefighters, honestly.
And it was just a way to rib our son.
Yes, and I have a lot of respect for firefighters because they do save a lot of people.
Yeah.
And they save a lot. I mean, I have a huge respect for firefighters.
Absolutely.
So it is not.
Don't take it as knocking them.
No, I really, yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah.
So
anyway, there you go. I thought you told him to go chase a fire truck. Yeah, no, Jonathan was, he
used to do that.
He used to do that.
Yeah, he would get a call, or he would see the fire truck or hear the fire truck. He'd go chase it.
Go get him.
He'd get in his car and he'd go to the fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. This is a cool. Yeah, we walk in. Are you a firefighter, Robert?
Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you.
We greatly appreciate it. This is a great story. Somewhat local, Minneapolis. After being threatened with eviction, a retiree was able to buy the house she had rented for 2 decades after $250,000 was raised by the community on her behalf. Known for having a heart of gold and a pair of green thumbs, Linda Taylor was the beloved gardening neighbor in her Minneapolis community. After arriving in the area 19 years ago as a volunteer to help the homeless and needy, she began renting a small house on 10th Avenue, East 36th Street in the Powderhorn Park District. There, the 70-year-old retiree became a bright star of the neighborhood. It seemed that the bright star would be severely darkened, perhaps permanently, when her landlord decided to sell the property and gave her until the end of January to evict. Word gets around in a tight community, and after she told one neighbor, the greater part of the Powderhorn rallied around her, striking a deal with the landlord that if he would give Miss Linda until the end of June, they would raise the money and buy the house. There was no one-size-fits-all approach to the fundraising effort. Inflation is at its 40-year high, driven by previous monetary inflation and reaching broader sectors of the economy, while gas just crossed a national average of $5 a gallon. Yet, even in such difficult times, folks were able to open their hearts, minds, and wallets to make the project a reality. It involved an art show, bake sale, pro bono work by real estate agents, countless small donations, and other community fund drives to come up with the dough which they needed a full month ahead of the June 30th deadline.
Wow.
Yesterday, I went and did the closing for the house, Taylor said. It makes me feel so good. Everything that I have been given. It's coming back to me, and I want to continue to give. I love this neighborhood.
That's amazing. That's really, really cool. And
Neat.
that's not from here. Far from here.
Minneapolis.
Thank you, Poolside Dreamer.
Oh, that's very kind.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm seeing, loads of people who have family that are firefighters.
Yes.
And that describes them very well.
That is a good description. Yeah. Just smart enough to know how all the gadgets work, but just dumb enough to run into a burning building.
Yeah.
And we are grateful.
We are so very grateful. Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's too funny.
All right.
This story is powerful.
This is a really cool story. I hope I can get through it. If not, you gotta take over.
I'll do my best.
Okay. What would you do if in the middle of the night a stranger asked you to legally declare your financial support for an immigrant family that you would never meet and hadn't even arrived in your country yet? That was essentially the proposition that Barnett Yudin, a Russian-American Jew, faced one night in 1938 when a stranger who was going door to door appealed to the man asking if he could help a Jewish family from Germany flee to North America. While Yudin hadn't gone on to be the doctor he dreamed of being, he and his family lived comfortably in Belleville, New Jersey, and his job as a paint salesman brought in a healthy $120 a month. Nevertheless, he was not just being asked for a donation, but rather to sign an affidavit of support for an entire family, saying he would financially keep them afloat if required, until they could find their footing in the new country. It required him to reveal banking information, his net worth, monthly income, and more, all in order to help the Penzias family secure immigration visas, likely sparing them from the Nazi concentration camps. All this he did and was given the promise that the family would never contact him. Because of Yudin's act of kindness, the Penzias family made it to the shores of North America. The older of the two sons, Arno, would go on to become the physicist that discovered the cosmic microwave background, one of the strongest pieces of evidence supporting the Big Bang Theory of the universe.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
For which he collected a Nobel Prize.
Very cool.
Okay, that's very cool. He's a really smart guy. Arno is now retired in Northern California at the age of 89 years old. Recently, National Geographic reported that his son David came across some family papers containing an envelope. Inside was a copy of that affidavit from Uden and all the personal bank documents he provided to certify it. Shocked at the kindness this stranger had shown to his father and grandfather, David did some sleuthing and eventually came across the name of someone he was fairly certain was Uden's relative in New Jersey, a New Jersey resident named Robert. The call was a strange one, but soon more of Uden's descendants were involved in piecing together the remarkable story of the family patriarch. At David's request, the two families got together at Uden's grandson's home for bagels and lox. Together, they exchanged documents and memories centered around a picture of Arno Penzias, surrounded by his 5 children and 10 grandchildren. None of these people would exist today without Barnett Uden, David said, emphasizing the difference that Uden's choice made. Joe Uden, the great-grandson, told Nat Geo that his grandfather didn't say, "Is this kid going to win the Nobel someday or play shortstop for the Yankees?" He did what he did because it was right and didn't mention it to anybody. He definitely had this big picture of humanity, of what humanity should be like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That is... Oh.
You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know. It's funny. We had a missionary from Ukraine come to our church today. Mm-hmm. And she was telling some stories of similar powerful things. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to probably mess up big parts of the story, but I'll tell you a little part of this. There was one of the people that works with their ministry, which they do like a sporting ministry to get kids involved in sports. And then while they're there, they tell them about Jesus. It's basic stuff, good, awesome, solid
and the
things.
Families.
Yeah. And there was an individual that was trying to get from point A to point B. They're going through checkpoints. This was recent. And
to evacuate.
Right. And they were trying to get some people shuttled and refugees out, but they had to go from one place to another. But these soldiers stopped them at a checkpoint and wouldn't let them go because they said the Russians were shelling over in this area that he wanted to go, so they wouldn't let him go. Well, he had this minivan, and they didn't know what to do because they couldn't get to where they wanted to go. So they drove and found this little church. These soldiers said, "Hey, there's a church over there. Maybe you can go stay with them." They went into the church, and the pastor said, "Thank God, praise God, we've been praying for you."
Oh my goodness.
You. And he said, "Wait a minute, I don't know you. I don't know you at all." And he said, no, you don't understand. God has provided you. We have been baking bread for people over in this town over there that's been starving, and we don't have a vehicle to get it there. We baked 200 loaves of bread, and we've been praying for somebody to get there that can take it.
Oh, wow.
Stories everywhere, folks.
Wow. That's amazing.
So even though their initial plan was thwarted, they ended up being able to feed a bunch of people.
Wow, that's awesome.
And she said it was even miraculous how they made everything work in the minivan to make room for all this bread.
That's a lot of bread.
But you never know.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, when the time comes and opportunity's knocking on your door to do the right thing, choose the right thing.
Yeah.
Choose the right thing. Yeah. So, I do a Bible study that's pretty light. It's kind of like this, except there's more Bible.
Yeah.
In the mornings, starting tomorrow, Monday through Friday, we do it. It's 8:30 Central in the morning. It's about a half hour. There's people engage and talk and have a lot of fun. There's a lot of people here that are on there. A lot of these people that are making comments come to the Bible devotion, and it's great. And if you want to come, you're invited. It's a different channel name, though. It's Big Family Devotions. Big Family Devotions. And I'd like to invite you to come. So we're in John tomorrow. So that said, take us out.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Quick prayer. All right. Father God, thank you so much for each and every one of these people. Lord, just bless them, love on them, hug them, pick them up like a dad who's just absolutely in love with his kids, and let them know you'll never leave them, you'll never forsake them, no matter what. We love you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Alrighty, guys. Have an awesome night. I don't know what music is going, but there's music that I think it was like a psalm song that I wrote and sang. So have a blessed night. Bye.
cry, oh God, listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, for you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. May he be enthroned, forever before God. Appoint steadfast love and faithfulness to watch over him, so I will ever sing praises to your name as I perform my vows day after day. Prolong the life of the King, may his years endure to all generations. Hear my cry, O God, listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, for you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. So will I ever sing praises to your name, as I perform my vows day after day. higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the enemy. Hear my cry,